Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. By now, you've probably heard of Lily Phillips. This is the individual, the lonely fans model, who wanted to sleep with 100 men in a day. A single day. Yes, 100. Yes, you heard that right. 100 men in one day. Ridiculous. Anyway, she's made headlines because there was a documentary filmed about all of this. And what was quite interesting was the reveal post 100 men. So we're going to take a look at it because, boy howdy, it's interesting. It just goes to show, guys, don't do stuff like this. Don't be Lily Phillips.
When was the last time you ate?
I think I had a yum yum, and I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest. It's not for the weak, girls.
It's not for anyone. You don't have to be a strong girl to take that. No. You have to be, well, disassociated to do what you've just done. You have to be morally bankrupt to do what you've just done. It's disgusting. And you can see actually in her face, and we'll watch a little bit more of this, and there's some other clips. You can see it in her face. You can see it. You can see it. She did this to herself. Now, she's a product of culture, but she did this to herself.
If I'm honest, it was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why?
You can see it. You see it in her face, can't you? You can see it. You can see the cogs are starting to turn. You can see. Was it worth it? She's asking herself. Wouldn't recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like...
I mean, she literally looks like she's crying.
It's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense.
No. It's not kind of like being a prostitute. You are a prostitute. You are. You literally are. You did all of this for money. Sure, those men didn't pay you. I don't know if they did. I'm going to imagine probably not. But you did it for money. You are a prostitute. You are. There's no two ways about it. You are. It's as simple as that. You are a prostitute. And also, because I shared this or replied to it, or I can't remember. But some people have replied and said, no. Even prostitutes don't do that. Even prostitutes don't do 100 men in a day. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I can imagine they probably don't, to be honest. You're worse than a prostitute. You're actually worse than a prostitute.
Sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like...
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it does, because you've just offered up your body to be used. You're a commodity. It's disgusting.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
She's literally about to cry. She's literally about to cry. It's absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. So there's a little bit more stuff here. Again, yes, there's a byproduct of society here. You know, liberalise, my body, my choice, I do whatever I want. Yeah, you, like, wet ass pussy, like all these kind of things. Yeah, you're a byproduct of all of this. Like, rein it in a little bit. Yeah, it's disgusting, it's gross.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the, I think like the
She's literally crying.
30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like.
I mean, it's tragic. Like, it's actually tragic. Genuinely tragic.
You know, like it's not like normal sex at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it.
That is so disgusting. So disgusting. You are vile. You're vile. You're filth. No one's going to want to marry you. No one's going to want to have kids with you. No one's going to want to... Like, you wouldn't want to take a picture with it either, would you? And I say it because it's just so disgusting. You're not going to want to take a picture with it. You're not going to want to take her on a date. There's nothing sacred. Like, there's nothing unique about this individual. Now, I know the argument could be had, well, yeah, but, you know, whoever you get with, unless they're a virgin, has been slept with, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I understand that. But 100 men in one day? Behave, mate.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know?
So, yeah. There you go. You're a prostitute. You did it for videos. To make money on OnlyFans.
But, yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is, like, conversing with them. And, like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like, we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard.
So these are actually OnlyFans supporters, aren't they? They're the people that support you on OnlyFans. So you are a prostitute, yeah. You're sleeping with them for their money.
Hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
She's literally in tears. Literally in tears. It's so disgusting, you degenerate filth. Anyone that promotes this stuff is filth.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
Did you not? What's wrong with you? What do you mean you didn't expect to see her so upset at the end of it all? Anyone could have calculated that this was going to happen. What? That, even the documentary filmmaker, is a bizarre public display of the morality going completely down the drain. How did you not expect her to be upset? You thought she'd be fine, getting railed? Has she learnt from it? No.
I spent 14 consecutive hours getting ran through, and now I'm going to be doing 24 because I'm going to be going for the world record early February next year. I'm going to go for 1,000.
So any of that sympathy you felt for her watching those tearful videos, chuck it in the bin, mate. She a hoe. It's vile. You're going to go for 1,000, are you? Jesus, you wouldn't want to go near it. It's like a nuclear reactor going down, wouldn't you? You would never want to go near it. What a vile... I know some simps out there will be like, you better love it. Shut up, mate. Shut up, you lonely fan wankstain. So disgusting. She's vile. The men are vile for doing it. Everyone's vile in this situation. Morality and culture just completely eroded. All for some cheap thrills. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, sorry. What's this? Shame on the men exploiting Lily Phillips. You what? Sorry, what? Shame on the men exploiting Lily Phillips. Oh, no, I did read that right. Sorry, men are somehow getting the blame for this woman prostituting herself. Right, well, I guess we've got to read this, haven't we? Lily Phillips, who boned 101 men in a single day in October, has hit the headlines, but the focus should instead be on the men that exploited her and the men that queued up to have sex with her. Having appeared in a YouTube film, I slept with 100 men in one day, this young, vulnerable woman, she's probably a millionaire, so please, no, she did this to herself. Anyway, is now planning her next endeavour to have with 1,000 men in 24 hours or 1 minute 44 seconds per encounter, non-stop for a day. I hope. No, do I? I hope you get injured so you don't have to go through with it all. How about that? Doubtless, the publicity stunt will increase her already substantial annual earnings, but Phillips will pay a heavy price. I've interviewed women who have been required to do that with 8 to 10 to 12 men every day, because they were under the control of a pimp and a brothel, and have heard the details of the terrible effects on their mental and physical health. What this involves is too graphic and disturbing to share, but the physical effects on the body by numerous men in a short space of time is horrific. But what of the men that wish to join in on such a competition? Why would they want to do this after so many others? For me, it raises the image of those men queuing to... Really? It's akin to a spectator sport. There are mega brothels in Germany that encourage stag parties, often with a dozen men at a time taking part in a blah blah blah. It seems hard to believe that such exploits are allowed to take place in the 21st century. Lily admitted she effectively disassociated. No, she did. She literally said it. During the 101 challenge in October, the 23-year-old, she's 23. You are vile. You're vile. You're filth. You're disgusting. No one's going to want you. I hope it's worth it. I hope the millions are worth it, mate. It's so disgusting. It's so gross. I can't describe how absolutely monumentally foul this really is. The story of Lily is similar to that of other women I've spoken to on LonelyFans. The middle-class young women who appear on there to tend to be those that have not previously involved in prostitution. Many of the others, from disadvantaged and impoverished backgrounds, gravitated to the site during COVID when the brothels were closed. Make no mistake, whatever OnlyFans' intention, the site is prostitution behind a screen, but pimps and predators are never far away. When women like Lily talk about being driven by desire, this is all part of a fantasy constructed for men. No woman has a fantasy to end up with the type of injuries that will occur. I mean, this is just nonsense. Like, just as an FYI, so you've all been lied to. Women watching this, you've been lied to, right? You've been lied to. You've been sold a lie that going to work for someone that doesn't even know you exist, probably a man, is a good thing. Boss bitch, yeah. No. What you should do, and this is me being an old man and a little bit conservative here, a bit more traditional, is you should find someone that loves you, a man that loves you, and would literally put you on a pedestal, do anything for you, and you can stay at home. And you can work for the man that loves you, tending to the house. I don't see what is so much better than going out to work over that. Work for someone that hates you, or work for someone that loves you. I'd rather do the second, to be honest. But alright. But what these people have been sold now is quick and easy access to cash. This is liberation. It's fantastic. Go girl, you do what you like. All in this effort to get up the ladder. It's like, okay, but you would be happier. Demonstrably you'd be happier. Just doing what I said. Now no man's going to want to be with you. You're vile, you're vermin, you're disgusting. No one wants that. It's gross. Anyone that partakes in LonelyFans, you're gross. You're disgusting. Like, I don't care. There's no two ways about it. You're a prostitute. It's gross. So there you go. The story of Lily Phillips. Let it be a cautionary tale. Practice some decorum, I guess. And find a man that will look after you. Because there's a lot out there. Better than this shit, anyway. Leave your thoughts down below.